Hello, everybody. It is your boy Baddog back with another New York Giants video. And so I really had a lot to talk about as far as the Giants go. Kind of waiting down the season here. Next week when I'm off, actually we'll be off for a couple weeks, I'll be putting a lot of videos out there, probably 2 or 3 a day. If there's a lot to talk about, I'll have some time on my hands, so I'll be able to do it. Just Christmas coming up, everything else, man, working hard to get videos out here all the time, but just want to talk about Daniel Jones. They say that Daniel Jones is now taking first-team reps in practice, so it looks like Daniel Jones is going to get the start on Sunday against Washington Redskins. Doesn't look like there's anything concrete. Like, I don't know if they've named him the starter or not, but I do know that he is taking first-team reps, and it seems like he will be the starter. And let's face it, man, it's kind of good. It'd be nice for Eli Manning to go out on a winning note. I mean, let's face it, he should win his last game of the season. I'm not saying the Giants can't win this game because we definitely beat Washington. We kicked the hell out of them the first time we played them. They're not a good team either. And I'm not saying Eli Manning couldn't beat Washington, but by some chance we did end up losing that game because it's not like Washington's been playing bad. They've actually been playing a lot better football as of late. Almost beat the Eagles. They've won a couple games here recently. So it's not like they've been playing bad, but there is obviously a possibility of Eli Manning losing if he started, and we're not a good team either. Don't let that Dolphins victory fool you. We're still 3-11. We're still a team that's had all these problems all year long. So it'd be good for him to go out his last start as a winner. So if Daniel Jones is completely healthy, start him. If he's not completely healthy, then start Eli Manning. There's no reason not to, but don't force Daniel Jones back. But if Daniel Jones is healthy, he's going to be your starter next year. You might as well start him. In Week 17, when we play the Eagles at home, there's no doubt Daniel Jones will probably start, but at some point you will see Eli Manning in there, whether it's for a drive or two or whatever it is. They will bring him out there so everybody can see him one last time. And then, of course, they'll pull him off the field like they did against Miami so he can get the standing ovation from the fans that he deserves because, let's face it, Eli Manning has meant a world to this organization. And like I said, it's always bittersweet when an athlete retires. He meant a lot to this franchise, but, eventually everybody moves on. And I always mention this. Eli's one of my favorite Giants, and obviously seeing him win 2 Super Bowls is going to be an emotional day for a lot of Giants fans, including myself, watching him, for the last time, and most likely in the New York Giants uniform. He's not going to come back here in a backup role, so it's not going to happen. And it's going to be an emotional day. I had to live this. I say it all the time with Lawrence Taylor, and if I could get over Lawrence Taylor retiring, I'll be able to get over Eli retiring. But it's still not going to be easy. And honestly, we kind of got to look at it anyway most of the year. So we kind of got acclimated to him not being under center, but knowing that he'll probably never wear a Giants uniform again. It's going to be a little sad, and there's no doubt about that. But I don't see him starting this week unless Daniel Jones is not 100%. And seeing that he's now taking first-team reps in practice, I got to imagine he's going to be the starter against Washington. And again, I don't think they'll bring Eli out in this game, but I definitely think in Week 17 against Philadelphia that you will see him at some point, and obviously he should get a standing ovation without a doubt. If I was at that stadium on that day, I've never been able to start a chant. I've certainly tried a couple of times in stadiums. I tried to start with the Yankees. Closest I ever got to getting a chant started, I was sitting in the loge seats at the old Yankee Stadium in 2004. And I remember Gary Sheffield ripped an RBI double down the line, and I tried to start an MVP chant because I felt like Gary Sheffield was an MVP candidate in 2004. And like a good part of the section that I sat in started it, but it never made the whole stadium. But I think that there should be some kind of Eli Manning chant without a doubt at that game, Week 17. There should be. I mean, the fans should send him off the way he deserves because, again, he's meant a lot to this organization and a lot to the fans, especially the younger generation that didn't see those Super Bowls that I saw in 86 and 90, guys that are 10 to 15, 20 years younger than me that only know those Super Bowls Eli Manning won. Obviously, he means a lot to them, and he means a lot to the organization. He's one of the greatest Giants of all time. He is the greatest quarterback of all time in our franchise's history. And the guy's a first ballot Hall of Famer, all class. And, I want him to go out as a winner. So if he doesn't start another game, I'm fine with it because we can say he won his last game. He's a 500 quarterback, enough to hear that crowd. Although I just think that they're so stupid, and I say that all the time. Eli Manning doesn't play special teams or defense, so I don't know how you can put wins and losses just on a quarterback, but whatever. But that's really all I got. That's the report. Daniel Jones getting first-team reps, most likely going to start against Washington. And, you know, if nothing else, we'll definitely see Eli Manning week 17 at some point. And, you know, well, I guess we'll see you on Sunday. Well, I got a couple more videos I want to talk about. So, you know, I may do one later tonight and then probably one tomorrow. But until then, guys, enjoy the rest of your Wednesday. Don't forget Talking Giants tonight on the Entertainer Talking Sports channel about 10:30. We'll be live. So we'll probably talk about that, some other things going forward. So hopefully we'll see you tonight. It's Baddog and I'm gone. Peace!